Hello, class. Rob McComas here, and we're going to talk about Jonathan Edwards. And one of the first things I would like to speak about is his sincerity. For example, when you read his diary, it's so easy to see how genuine this man was. He grew up in a God-fearing family, and his father was a preacher and a man of God, and his mother served the Lord with all of her heart. So it's easy to see where this foundation was laid early on as a child. And it reminds me of the Proverbs 1, 8 and 9. Hear, my son, your father's instructions, and forsake not your mother's teaching, for they are a graceful garland around your head and pendants for your neck. It's very easy to see this with this man. I mean, this is the foundation of allowing him to become the man that he was. And as I read his diary, and you can see that in full effect. And not only is it easy to tell how sincere he was, and that he was genuine and had a great love of the Lord, but one of the keys to his life was he was extremely honest with himself. His love of God allowed him to stay focused and stay honest with himself. In his diary, for example, he wrote, "Dull. I find by experience that let me make resolutions and do what I will, with never so many inventions, it is nothing, and to no purpose at all, without the motions of the Spirit of God. For if the Spirit of God should be as much withdrawn from me always, as for the week past, notwithstanding all I do, I should not grow." Okay, a real moment of honesty there. And then again on January the 9th, he wrote, "Night. Decayed. Sometimes apt to think I have a great deal more holiness than I have. I find now and then that abominable corruption, which is directly contrary to what I read of eminent Christians, and how deceitful is my heart. I take up a strong resolution, but how soon does it weaken?" So we can see how honest he is with himself. So we have this man that loved God dearly and knew that he needed God in all that he did. And of course, his effect on the Great Awakening was that historic sermon at Enfield, Connecticut, and sinners in the hand of an angry God. And of course, that in itself was legendary and still talked about today. But to me, his legacy could be, in fact, that after all this time, his sermons does not waver, and they are still on point. And the foundations of his sermons are still felt and very true today. So we can see what a great man he truly was. Thank you for your time.